Alright, starting right back up here, we are gonna go talk to Prince Suleiman in the Topkapi Palace. Bearer of mixed tidings, Ezio has discovered the location of the Templar army, but has killed an innocent man in the process. Speak with Suleiman about the tragedy. Okay, first we gotta find him. Then we can speak with him.
I have heard. Love makes men do this.
Tarek was no traitor, Suleiman. He too was tracking the Byzantines.
What? So did you...
I'm sorry.
God forgive me. I should not have been so quick to judge.
He was loyal to your grandfather to the end. And through his efforts, we have the means to save your city.
Tarek, you should not have been so secretive. What a terrible way to do a good thing.
The weapons were taken to Cappadocia. Can you get me there?
Yes, of course. I will arrange a ship to take you.
Suleiman! Suleiman! I've been set up and made to look a traitor. Do you remember Tarek, the Janissary?
The man you quarreled with?
He has been murdered. It is no secret that he and I were at odds. Now the Janissaries will accuse me of this crime.
This is terrible news, Uncle.
When word gets back to my father, he will banish me from the city. Ah, forgive me, nephew. I was not aware that you had a guest.
This is Marcello, one of my European advisors in Cafe.
Buonasera.
Marcello, my nephew and I have a private matter to discuss.
As I said, there will be a ship waiting for you when you wish to leave.
Grazie, mio principe.
We will track down the perpetrator of this crime, Uncle. Have patience.
Prince Ahmet. By the time he was a young man, Prince Ahmet was already the presumed heir to the Ottoman Empire, having been chosen by his own father, Bayezid II, to assume the throne. To many, this made perfect sense. Ahmet was a grateful and loyal son who shared his father's distaste for war and his affection for esoteric knowledge. But to others, those who viewed Ahmet's traits as weakness, he was a sad symbol of the dwindling power of the Sultanate, and as such, he appeared to many Ottoman officials to be incapable of adapting himself to the requirements of the throne. The Sultan's own Janissaries were quite vocal about their dislike for the would-be Sultan and openly questioned his fitness as a leader. Would he protect the empire as was his duty? Would he wage war against the Mamluks to the south and the Safavids to the east? Would he expand the boundaries of the empire as God so decreed? The Janissaries wanted positive answers to these pressing questions and had no faith that Ahmet would provide satisfying answers. At some point around 1510, Ahmet's youngest brother Salim, with the silent support of the Janissaries, made an overt bid for the throne, marching a small army toward Constantinople, expecting to meet little resistance. To Ahmet's great relief, his father Bayezid stepped in to stop Salim's advance. But the old Sultan was sickly and, as many people thought, incapable of sustaining an internecine war as mad and tragic as this one was shaping up to be. Once we get out of this area, we
Hey, you!
can find our next objective.
escape!
Spry for his age.
Sayun Auditore. Word around the city is you're leaving us.
Is nothing I do a secret.
Not to worry, brother. The captain of your ship is a friend, but neither of you are going anywhere just yet. The Janissaries have raised the chain across the mouth of the Halich and ordered a full blockade until you are caught.
They raised the chain for me.
We will celebrate later. Here, I have something for you. Careful. This has 50 times the kick of our usual bombs.
Setting sail. Manuel has fled the city by sea, and the Janissaries want Ezio dead. Evade the Janissaries and leave the city in pursuit of Manuel. Do not kill anyone with blades for full synchronization.
Bene, I know what to do.
The suspense is palpable.
Yusuf, wait. Un favore.
Yes?
There is a woman running a bookshop at the old Polo trading post. Sophia. Look out for her. She is a remarkable lady.
You have my word.
Gather your men. This will attract some attention.
We are gonna go and blow up the Great Chain. Alright, let's see what we gotta do here. Looking it up on the internet, I don't see anything that proves that the chain or the towers that hold the chain were ever bombed at any point in history. So this is just straight up fictional if one of those two things is destroyed. Looks like we're met with resistance immediately.
Those ships are armed! They're waiting to stop your boat! You take care of them! We will clear the docks! Ah, Greek fire! I like the way you think, Ezio!
This thing. Okay, so it's a flamethrower. Those guys. Flamethrower then he shoots for quite a distance. Wow, we're gonna need to get to our ship quickly. What is on these boats that it keeps exploding?
Tüm işi yanlış yaptın ahmak. Baştan başla.
Don't let him reach the ship!
Oops, wrong way.
Prepare being buried or burned. Ha! Get there! You look a bit tall. Come on.
Yours is not a subtle approach. See. Sorry for the delay.
It's Pieri. And we achieve 100% sync and complete sequence 6. But we're gonna actually continue this one instead of ending the video today.
You know something, don't you? You know what's out there. I have a hunch, yes? Come on, Bill, you never do anything halfway. What do you think we'll find? If we're lucky, another prize. If we're very lucky, something that'll end this miserable war. You're talking over my head, mate. Listen, Sean, I have no idea what we're gonna find. But I do know that whatever it is, the Templars can't have it.
This William seems to be the head of the assassins. Or at least, maybe he is. Back to Desmond, alright.
Do you regret anything, Desmond?
Like what?
Running away? Leaving your parents behind, finding a shit job and pretending to be productive? What's it like spending your whole life avoiding hard decisions?
Come on.
Sure, you're an assassin, but it wasn't your choice.
Do you have a point?
I want to know if you regret anything.
Sure. I wish I'd been more patient with my parents. I wish I'd listened. And Lucy. Maybe things could have been different if I'd... I'm not sure.
Thank you
For what?
for making sense.
Subject 16's a little straightforward, isn't he? We're gonna jump right back into this, into Ezio's memories here.
I have left Constantinople and set sail for the interior of Anatolia, to a region called Cappadocia, where Manuel is training his soldiers. If I am lucky, I will not be alone, for there may be Ottoman spies in the area waiting to strike. But, as ever, I put stock only in myself, and hold the memory of dear Sophia close to my heart. Claudia, you would laugh to hear the racing thoughts of your brother now. I have come to admire Sophia with more affection than I thought possible. After the death of Christina, something withered in me. But that feeling, that capacity for love, has returned. I adore Sophia, but dare not drag her into this life of mine. Not without fear of hurting her, or driving her away. Evidence of an army here, and no signs of Tariq's men.
The hidden city. Pursuing Manuel Palialogos, Ezio has come to a region called Cappadocia. Locate the missing Ottoman spies and work with them to find the Templars. But do not get detected for full synchronization. And it looks like on the mini-map, there's some fragments that we should collect while we're here. After entering the cave, we are greeted by torches and fires. Someone's been here recently. I don't know exactly what to investigate here. This is a fairly large area. We see that there's a medical person or station nearby. There's several Adamus fragments we can find and pick up. I guess what we should probably do is head over to our objective to find out more. Just in case you're not, if you don't believe that this place is real, you can actually look this up on the internet, and there are several underground cities apparently like this, but this is a very, very big ancient city, and of course, yeah, it's carved out from this. Lots of passages and things like that. Probably doesn't look exactly like this, more of a like ant tunnels, I think, more than anything, but I guess I've never been there, so I don't know. But our first objective leads us here, and we can take in the sights of this great ancient city. Now that we have a good view of the area and we've collected everything we can, it's time to find out who these spies are.
Healing services.
Great, she's running. She must suspect we're up to something bad, perhaps wanting to kill her.
Not so close, Adi Herif.
Easy now. Tariq sent me.
Only you? Why not more?
I am enough. Where are your men?
Captured by Byzantines over a week ago. I was just to look like a slave and managed to escape. But the others? Are you a capable fighter?
I like to think so.
Well, when you are certain, come find me.
Well, okay. I guess, when we decide to show more confidence, she'll let us in on the plan. It's just her, so it's not like, you know, we're what she gets. It's either me or nobody.
Did you happen to see that? We caught another of the Sultan's spies lurking about. A woman this time, disguised as a harlot of low birth.
Sending his harem girls now, eh? It seems the Sultan is running out of skilled fighters. Where did you take her?
Inside, into the prisons. But she won't last long. Not with Shakulu in charge.
The spy who shunned me. The spy, Delara, has been discovered and imprisoned by the Byzantines. Now her fate is uncertain. Find and rescue Delara before it is too late. Do not kill anyone for full sync. The spy who shunned me, obviously a little Austin Power reference. Little play there. Alright, so we're not good enough, but she got captured. We gotta get her out of here.
How soon before my soldiers are trained to use those guns?
A few weeks at most.
Janissaries will know I have betrayed them by now. But do they have the resources for retribution?
Doubtful. The Sultan's battle with Selim commands most of their attention.
What the hell is that spell?
Apologies, Manuel. Some of these Ottoman prisoners are so fragile.
Shakuru, try to moderate your anger. I know the Sultan humiliated your people, but there is no need to spit on men who are beneath us.
You take the woman from the prison and bring her to the chapel.
Shakulu, I don't have the key. Find it! Who has the key? You?
I think Nicholas has it. He's on leave in the market.
Christemu, I'd like to run that man through with a spear.
Hey, talk to yourself, Taxi.
Guess we gotta go get this key from Nikolaus, was his name, in the market. Alright. Getting to the market, we see a fight happening, surrounded by a bunch of guards. He must be in the crowd. I'd like to be able to just pickpocket the key.
Yeah, he's lost it.
Unfortunately, it didn't go as smooth as I wanted, and now we have to escape. Once we escape the guards and become anonymous, we can head back to the cell to let Delara out.
You took your time.
You are welcome.
Aman Allah. What is that?
Not everyone was taken prisoner.
Poor men. Allah siti kutsasim. That Turkmen renegade did this. Shakulu. I'll kill him!
Wait.
Looks like Delara acts first and thinks later. This is not good for us. We need to catch up to her. Delara, a Turkish woman born in Topkapi, Harlem. Delara was raised from birth to honor the Sultan and his family. and trained to desire nothing more than a fine husband and a lofty station in life. This strict set of boundaries did not please or amuse her, however, and she quickly gained a reputation as an ill-mannered and brazen upstart. This suited her just fine, as it did a janissary named Tariq Barletti, who quite admired her boldness. Taken by her charms, Tariq eventually arranged for her her release to work as an envoy for the janissaries. Half out of kindness, half hoping this would win Delara's affection, it did not, and became a source of much grief for Tariq in his life later.
You do not cooperate very well.
I'm here to rescue my men, not make friends. Right there.
That armor is too thick for bullets. I will have to get in close.
Janos, we have to help him.
The renegade. Shakhulu is torturing the remaining Ottoman prisoners. Kill Shakhulu before any more die. Do not let Janos lose more than half his health. Silence the gunman without raising the alarm. Alright, we will try. That's pretty noticeable, I think. At least these three were killed where they stood. Now it's time to kill Shakhulu.
Men who make a fetish out of murder deserve no pity.
Shakhulu. Very little is known about the life of the legendary rebel leader Shakhulu, except that he was born into an oppressed Turkmen tribe in eastern Anatolia. Though raised within the boundaries of the Ottoman Empire, Shakhulu fell in with the Templars after an Ottoman ambush left him orphaned and alone. Raised from youth by Safavid sympathizers and later Templar ideologues, his hatred for Ottoman Turks was matched only by his furious determination to eliminate all opposition to the Templar ideology. His uncertain partnership with Manuel was formed partly out of a shared sense of ideology and partly out of bitter convenience. The Byzantines, after all, hadn't been much kinder than the Ottomans to his people. Well, I mean, I landed straight on top of him. He's a pretty strong guy with a couple of knife wounds. He's got one in his shoulder, and he's got one wherever we stabbed him the first time.
Let me go! Let me go!
But yeah, that usually doesn't happen. They usually don't get back up and just fight us. So I don't know about that, but...
Çok yaşa Dilara.
Can you walk?
Evet.
The rifles you brought, they should be destroyed.
Most of them don't actually work. But the gunpowder is real. We could not fake that.
Bene. Keep out of sight until you hear the explosions. Then, you run.
Explosions? If you do that, all hell will break loose. You will panic the entire city.
See, I am counting on it.
And then what?
Then I find Manuel Palialogos.
Cause panic, find the Templar Palialogos and kill him is the game.
Siga! This is gunpowder, not millet!
I got it!
Decommissioned. The weapons taken from the Ottomans have been locked away. Infiltrate the weapons depot and destroy the gunpowder. And we're not to take any damage. They did show us our route up, so let's take it. I don't think there's any way of going around. We might need to try something to get through quietly.
I don't see him. I've seen him.
Oh, well, that didn't
Hold on.
do much.
Is that working? Let's find us a bomb maker to string up.
Well, I tried.
Pisto dialos, Imperi!
Sabotage, Manuel. You need to take cover.
Get out of my way! Citizens, soldiers, compose yourselves. Not give in to fear. We are the true shepherds of Constantinopolis. We are the lords of this land. We are Byzantines. Morayo, stand fast. Do not let anyone break it. Oh, stop that man! Shut it down!
Last of the Palialogi, Manuel Palialogos is trying to calm his people amid the chaos of the explosions. A perfect opportunity to kill him and recover the final Masyaf key. Do not take any damage for full sync.
Stop and think for a moment. Think about the lives you have disrupted today. The anarchy you have sown here. You take advantage of our poor and displaced people, using us to further your own vain quest. But we fight for dignity, assassin. We fight to restore peace to this troubled land.
Templars are always quick to talk of peace, but very slow to concede power.
Because power begets peace, Flaka. It cannot happen in reverse. These people would drown without a fair hand to lift them up and keep them in line.
There he is. The monster I came to kill.
My next cut will be your last! Oh. I should have been Constantine's successor. He had so many plans.
Your dream dies with you, Manuel. Your empire is gone.
Ah. But I am not the only one with this vision, assassin. The dream of our order is universal. Ottoman, Byzantine. These are only labels. Costumes and facades. Beneath these trappings, all Templars are part of the same family.
Enough prattling. I am here for the Masyav key.
Then take it. Take it. Seek your fortune. See if you get within 100 leagues of that library before one of us finishes you off.
Poor Manuel, last of the Palialogi. I should not have put him in charge of our Masyaf expedition. He was an arrogant man. Impossible to keep in line.
You disappoint me, Ahmed. Why the Templars?
Because I am tired of all of these pointless blood feuds that pit father against son, brother against brother. To achieve true peace, mankind must think and move as one body, with one mastermind. The secrets in the Grand Temple will give us just that. And Altair will lead us there.
Delusions! Altair's secrets are not for you.
I am not interested in arguing, Ezio. I am here for the Masyaf keys.
Keys? Are there more than this one?
So I have heard. Perhaps I should ask someone who knows better. Sofia Sarto. Is that her name?
She knows nothing! Leave her be!
We shall see.
I will kill you if you touch her!
I know you'll try.
Escape. The Templars, now led by Prince Ahmet, have threatened to kill Sofia if Ezio does not hand over the Mafia keys, leave Cappadoce, and make haste to Constantinople. Masyaf, 1257, Altair at age 92, passing the torch.
Nicola Polo. Our time together was brief, I know. But I have faith this codex will answer the many questions you have yet to ask.
Altair, this gift is invaluable. Grazie.
So, where will you go next?
Back to Constantinople for a time. We will establish a guild there before returning to Venezia.
Your son Marco will be eager to hear his father's wild stories.
He is a little young for such tales, but one day soon, see?
Father, a vanguard of Mongols has broken through. The village is overrun.
Nicolo, your cargo and provisions are waiting for you by the village gates. We will escort you there.
Thank you, Mentor.
Ready the catapults and watch for my signal. Stay close.
Niccolo and Maffeo Polo, brothers born in Venice around 1230 CE or so. These two seemed bred from birth to be explorers. In the early 1250s, they left their native country for Constantinople, both barely 20 years old, with dreams of cashing in on the ongoing Latin occupation of the ancient city. That same year, they opened a trading post and quickly established themselves as men of vision and talent. Over the next few years, the brothers traveled between their new home in Florence, staying long enough to keep ties strong and, in Niccolo's case, father a child named Marco. But even this sacred domestic duty could not tame the fire in Niccolo's belly, and the brothers returned to Constantinople shortly after Marco's birth. In 1256, the brothers sailed south to Acre, and from there traveled to Masyaf at the invitation of a man named Darim, whom they had befriended the previous year. Once they arrived, Niccolo and Maffeo found themselves in the company of the legendary assassin mentor Altair ibn Ahad. It was a meeting that proved as life-altering as it was mysterious. After spending barely a month in Altair's company, Niccolo and Maffeo were changed men. Now devoted assassins, they left Masyaf on the eve of a Mongol attack, carrying Altair's codex and 5 strange artifacts, their value immeasurable and their purpose unclear. After many weeks of hardship and tragic losses, most notably of the Codex, which unceremoniously fell into the hands of a raiding Mongol party, the Polo brothers returned to their trading post in Constantinople and began the long process of establishing a functional assassins guild, drawing on locals from all corners of the region, Greeks and Turks, Albanians and Jews, Genoese and Arabs. But their efforts could not ease their shame of having lost Altair's valuable codex, and in 1259, after hiding Altair's 5 artifacts with great care, they left the city they had called home for nearly a decade and headed east to seek the reigning Mongol Khan on an errand that would only be completed decades later by Niccolo's son, Marco.
All right, this way.
Stay close. Let's go.
Father, are you hurt?
Give me a moment. The end of an era. When I was very young, I was foolish enough to believe that our creed would bring an end to all these conflicts. If only I possessed the humility to say to myself, I have seen enough for one life. I have done my part. Then again, there is no greater glory than fighting to find the truth.
We are ready.
A last favor, Niccolo. Take these with you and guard them well. Hide them if you must.
Artifacts?
Of a kind. They are keys. Each one imbued with a message.
A message for whom?
I wish I knew.
And with that done, we complete sequence 7, and we're going to end the episode. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you right here next time.